are back. You know I'm gonna be on one, collective. I missed y'all. I missed y'all. To all my returning subscribers, thank you for tuning in and tapping back in with me. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all for the support, for the energetic love, donations, everything. And I ask that you continue to do so as I be of service to the collective. I must have said something that you liked for you to come back or bring awareness for you, truth and clarity wherever it is where you are on your journey at this time. Collective, remember that your journey is your own. Your spiritual awakening is your own. So wherever you are, you're meant to be when you find this video, whenever you come across it. I don't believe in coincidences. I believe only in synchronicities. If you are new to the channel, welcome. I am Shay, the dual alchemist, your dual natured being. I try to find a commonality in all backgrounds, cultures, whether it be spiritual or religious, or whether it be different points of religion. I try to find a commonality in them all so we can bridge the gap between the differences and we can work together in unison on a collective scale. And this is aside from the karmic energies. Remember to only take what resonates and leave what does not. When you try to make a message fit, which my messages are from the divine, sometimes they're karmic, but nonetheless, they are from the divine. But when you try to make a message fit, you cause confusion and illusions in your life. And that's the last thing that we want over here on this channel. Collective, if you are new to the channel and you're not used to me, I am very transparent. Sometimes I curse, sometimes I'm half hood, sometimes I'm half holy. Nonetheless, there are times where I can be sarcastic, especially during situations that are very karmic and that are very heavy. Nonetheless, I give out messages of truth, clarity, and awareness for wherever you are on your journey. So if you are new and just tuning in and tapping into the channel, hit that like and subscribe button and stick around. I do like to give out messages, not just karmic messages and messages of sarcasm, but I like to give out messages that help people wherever they are in their journey, okay? Never look outside of you or take my word. Never look outside of you or take my word or anyone else's word for face value. Always go to the Most High God or whatever your higher source of power may be in order to get clarity for wherever it is in your life or whatever answers you may need to your questions, okay? I do work on behalf of the divine. I am an authorized representative and I do not claim to be anything but myself. You will find that I am very transparent over here. I do not care about anybody using my past, my background, or my stories, my shared experiences against me. Make me whole. They are what make me full. They are what helps me heal. And I know that someone in the collective at one point in time or another. So I do not try to hide myself, collective. I do not pretend to be holier than thou. I do not pretend to be something that I am not, and I can only be me. So I hope you take me for face value as I am, not as you would have me, and take the messages as they resonate. When I say masculine, I can mean feminine and vice versa. In tarot, in any type of divine reading, there is no gender, as we all have and embody masculine and both masculine and feminine, as well as both light and dark. Okay, so ancestors of my highest good, please come through and help me with the delivery of this message to the collective, to be of service for the collective, whomever may need to hear this message. Please remove any and all negative and low vibrational energies that wish to interfere with my energy or the collective energy. Put a shield of protection from the dragoon lineage around myself as well as the collective and the energetic read, so that we are not affected by any siphoning agents or agencies or hovering and monitoring spirits, which I declare dominion over at this time. My energy is my own, mine alone, and I do not submit to any power other than source and the divine. Ashe, so mote it be, and so it is, collective. Let's get into the messages. Collective, I hope y'all had a happy Thanksgiving. I just, look, if I seen people, I just said Thanksgiving. They be like, don't you mean happy Thanksgiving? No, Thanksgiving. No. So I hope y'all had one wherever you celebrated, however you celebrated, doesn't matter. I pray I found you in a good space at this time. Okay, so collective, pre-shuffle, okay? We have On Your Own here. On Your Own says, it's time to take some alone time or be single to get a new perspective. So, collective, starting off with this message right here. I know it's hard for those of us that are single out there, and we really want our person, right? Some of you want your exes back, and you know if they've changed, that's up to you, solely up to you. But nonetheless, colder months, we want someone. We really want someone, right, to love us, to snuggle up with us, to love us in the best way that they can, right? Not as we would have them. But collective, you may be being called to take this time to do a lot of introspection when being on your own. It's not that you're not worthy of love. It's not that there's no one for you, because I know I feel a lot of that energy. I felt that energy like the other day for myself, like, damn, I'm never going to have a person. I'm really going to be a cat lady guy, like, for real, for real, for real. No, seriously though. During this time, these are the best times to do a lot of introspection and a lot of healing and a lot of addressing personal issues with yourself. Also, self-love, self-respect, boundaries and stuff. So you may be wanting a person, but you may be being called to be on your own at this time. Doesn't mean you're going to be alone forever, collective. This means that you need to take the lesson out of this. This is actually a blessing to be alone. This is where you can think for yourself. This is where you can think deeply, and you can think about the things about yourself that you need to heal, that you don't want to take over into a divine relationship, connection, or partnership that may be coming your way. So remember that unwavering faith is here. This may be something you are being called to dive deep into, that walking by faith and not by sight type of energy while being alone. Especially if we're talking about partnerships and relationships. The unwavering faith says, stand firm in your beliefs. Your steadfast spirit guides you through uncertainty. Also, collective, I'm getting the download that a reason why you may be being made to be alone, whether you just broke up with someone or you've been single for quite some time, is because Spirit is saying that when you get with a person, you're too willing to change your faith. And this doesn't have to be in like God, the Most High, or whatever your higher power is faith in yourself. You're too willing to change yourself for another person. This could be a reason why you're being called to be alone at this time. You may need to look at yourself why you're so willing to, because there's a difference. Let's be honest, collective. There's a difference between sacrificing and giving up something to make room for a connection or a partnership. But we're talking about when you're giving up parts of yourself that you don't need to give up, and this could include your faith. Maybe you're spiritual and people who you have been were religious, or maybe they were non-religious, maybe they were atheists, whatever the case may be. These could be people that like the party scene and you don't, or vice versa. Whatever your faith may be, Spirit is saying that you are being made to be alone right now. It's not a forever thing. It's not a forever thing, but you're being made to be alone because Spirit wants you to look into yourself and strengthen your own faith to where when someone does come in your life, you're not so willing to change. You're not willing to change so much about yourself where you lose yourself. There we go. And this is why you're being called to do this and enjoy this journey, this new perspective of being alone. Maybe you're a type of person where you're not used to being alone. Maybe you're used to being in long relationships and then they never work out, and then you end up broken, and then you have to reaccumulate the bits and pieces that are left from who you are, or of who you are, because you let go of so much of yourself during these relationships. So this time you could be being called to just take it all in. Being alone, what is it trying to teach you? And look at it as not the worst thing in the world, but look at yourself from a different set of eyes, or from a higher perspective as to why you damn near lose yourself every time you get into a connection. Why are you giving up so much of yourself only for the relationship to not work out, and then you are struggling and scrambling trying to pick up the bits and pieces and remember who it is you are? This is only setting you back, collective. You are being called to enjoy this journey of being alone right now, because I feel like that there's a time coming up soon in the future where you won't be alone, but Spirit doesn't want you to have come so far only for you to give up everything that you worked hard for up until this point, just to be with somebody who wants to change you, who wants to dim your light. And also, this is going to allow you to deflect those type of people, and also Stand more firm on your foundation of yourself and your faith and who you are as a person. Okay. Enjoying the journey says embrace each moment fully, staying open to new experiences and lessons along the way. Collective, if you're the type of person you're used to being in long relationships, or you're the type of person you were with people and then you were the honest one, you were the loyal one, and then you were being cheated on, because Spirit is also saying take this time on your own to date. I mean, like, what's wrong with that? If we're single out here, we're sexy, we're self-sufficient, whether masculine or feminine, it's okay to date, okay? It's not about sleeping with people, which, use your discernment, because a lot of people are on that. But for the most part, it's okay to date around. You know that? And if you're the type of person who's used to being with people in long period relationships and they doing their own thing while you're at home being loyal to them, you're being called to see what that feels like, not being a player or a whorish, but seeing what it's like to date multiple people, to have your options open, to go on different dates, to meet different people and stuff. And even if these things don't yield like long-term relationships, these connections can yield new people that you meet, different aspects of life, different aspects of yourself. They can teach you stuff about yourself, and they can also teach you stuff and make you learn about past partnerships or relationships that you may have, so that in the future, when your person does come in, you're used to the variety, right? And also this will help strengthen you and stand firm in your faith and foundation of self, so that you're not giving up so much of yourself again in any next or new relationship that you lose yourself entirely. Spirit does not want us to do that, okay? A relationship is supposed to strengthen us. It's supposed to help uplift us. It's also supposed to change us in a way that's conducive to our higher selves, but it's never supposed to make us lose ourselves. If you ever in a relationship, and this is strictly opinion, collective, if you're ever in a relationship or connection or partnership, a business ship, whatever it may be, and you find yourself losing yourself or having to dim down your light, that is not for you. You are meant to learn something from that and learn how to disconnect. And I know that's easier said than done, but hey, it can be done. It's called strengthening your faith in self, okay? We have Beyond the Veil here, collective. Beyond the Veil says, welcome uncertainty as an opportunity for growth and be okay with not knowing. This is all a part of this unwavering faith, walking by faith and not by sight. We're not meant to know all things, right? But what we do know is things from the past. We know everything from back then, right? So we can take that and we can build off of it, and we can what is the way I want to say this? We can take that and we can become a whole new person. That was something else that came out in the deck, making a new you, right? So this making the new you, this is a part of that being on your own. If you're on your own at this time, collective, you could be being called to revamp yourself or recreate who it is you are, recreate your image, your personality, not saying being fake, but learning from the past mistakes and recreating yourself, who you are and who you want to be, and then standing firm on some shit like who you are. Be a bitch or asshole about yourself. That's okay. That's okay. Because I feel like a lot of us in these past karmic relationships, we lacked boundaries with people. And I know I speak about boundaries all the time, but we really did. We lack boundaries, because if we didn't lack boundaries, how would we lose ourselves in these relationships? Then we all toe up, all in the tizzy and stuff, because damn, I done gave so much of myself to this relationship and now it's over. But who lost the most out of these relationships, out of these past connections? If you lost the most, collective, you're being the divine is guiding you to be on your own, so you can look at yourself as to why you're always the one on the losing end, losing yourself the most, losing the most, giving in the most, okay? And you're also being called to just explore your options. It's nothing wrong, no harm in that. We're grown-ups, right? Just know if you are actually active with anyone out there, just be on the safe side, right? And then we have Vortex of Change here. The Vortex of Change says, engage with the vortex of change where energy swirl in transformative dances, molding anew. I'm telling you, you're being called to remake yourself, to recreate yourself in your image, but not for other people, but for yourself, right? And how you do that, a lot of people will be like, well, I don't know how to do that. How do I even start? You learn everything from your past. Everything that you don't want, you do the opposite of that. Everything that you may have done that yielded no good results or didn't bear any good fruit, you do the opposite of that. And this is how we start recreating ourselves into something more profound for ourselves, but for our next relationship. Because the person that's meant for us, the people that are meant for us, this is not just actual or love relationships. This is like friends, business partnerships, and stuff like that. The people that are meant for us, they are going to see. They're going to see in us what we wanted so badly for a past person or people to see within us while we work so hard and we're willing to give up so much, right? So that's something that needs to be said. Y'all, we going into the full moon on December the 4th. So full moon energy, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy right now. We gonna see if it lasts all day, collective, because we never know, okay? Being on your own, remember, there is light and dark natures, masculine and feminine. So I do have this deck, newer deck. This is a healing journey with the feminine and masculine to divine union. So this could be talking about the two of you separate, masculine and feminine, or this is talking about you reuniting with yourself, your masculine and feminine, your light and dark first before you reunite or unite with your counterpart. So that's going to be very important, a very important aspect to consider or look at when you're on your own, collective. Again, it's not, morality and consciousness. So collective, did you give up a lot of your morals and values when you were in a past connection or a lot of past connections? I know I did. And I say that with a smile because I did. I don't know how many times I feel like, damn, I lost myself. How did I get here? But now I'll be like, oh no, that look like that's too much like the pattern recognition. You hear me, collective? And I'll be like, nah, I'm good, bro. Bye, bro, and a sis. And this is me reestablishing or revamping my image, myself, my stability within myself and my faith with family and everybody. Like, nah, if that look like that's gonna take me out of my element, no, I won't. Cause I was too. So I'm a mutable sign, right? So in one sense, that's a good thing. But if I look at the negative aspects of it, I was too willing to bend to other people's will or what they wanted so they would love me back or so they would see me as such. However, I ain't doing that shit no more. You don't see me when you come towards me, then baby, that's a you problem. You can exit to the left, collective. And this may be what you're being called to do, to see about yourself, to say, to establish, okay? So on your own, your masculine, feminine, light, and dark, what would the divine light collective to know? What do they need to look at within themselves? So we're talking about self right now. We're not talking about partnerships or relationships. We're talking about you being in preparation for a partnership and relationship with yourself first before you are with anyone else, okay? On your own, what does collective need to know about themselves? What type of introspection do they need, child, to see about themselves? My hand's kind of slippery. I got all this freaking oil on my hands. Hopefully it does not stain or degrade the cards. These things, I don't like when they hit the floor. Justice. Being on your own is your justice. And I know people like, what? What you mean being on my own? That's my justice. No. It's your justice to be on your own, to reestablish yourself with yourself. That's justified. It's justice. And if people around you don't understand that you want to be by yourself or in this hermit mode, trying to figure yourself out, trying to reestablish yourself, trying to rebuild yourself into something better, they need to go. It's not meant for everybody to understand you either, collective. That's also something the divine is calling you to remember. It's not meant for you to go out of your way to prove to somebody why it is that they should treat you properly or just, like, okay, divine is giving it to me like this. Stop justifying people's negative actions towards you, making excuses for them. Does somebody need to hear that? You could be 29 years old at this time. Just, yep, collaboration and participation. So Spirit is saying, again, any type of connection that you may have been in the past, Spirit is saying, like, you gave up so much of yourself, and then because you lost, see, people, let me try to figure out how to say this. You ever been in a really bad relationship or a terrible relationship and it's just toxic as hell, right? And we stay for so long, right? Now, some people, they'll say, well, there's seniority in the relationship, the connection, the partnership. Maybe I'll stay this long because maybe one day this person will wake up and they will love me the way that I love them. They will give everything into me the way that I gave into them. Yeah. Anyways, maybe they will love me the way that I love them. Maybe they will finally see me. Maybe I'm just gonna stay. And even though it's toxic, people be like, I really love that person. And then when you're finally out of that relationship, you're like, what did I ever love about that person? Why was I so gung-ho about that person and staying in a relationship with them and trying to make things work? You weren't searching for their love. You wanted what you don't realize is you gave up all your love, your everything to that person, all your energy to that person. So then it gets to a point where it will never be reciprocated, and consciously you don't know this, but subconsciously your body wants back your love and your energy that you gave back. It wanted back from that person. Not that person's love, but your own. Whatever love, whatever energy you put into time, energy, effort you put into that other person, you subconsciously, our spirit wants that back. Not from that person, but our own shit. You get what I'm saying? So our spirit, spiritually, subconsciously, we are searching for in that person everything that we have overgiven. Because we are depleted. Our spirit is searching for it back, okay? We want it back. We want it back. So we'll stay with a person, and consciously we'll tell ourselves, I'm staying with this person because maybe one day they'll wake up and they'll realize that they love me, right? Hold on. Because I don't have time for that. Anyway. So from that person, you are literally, people don't realize this. You want back what's yours, whatever you have given to them, whatever you have over given to them. So it's no longer love. And that's why a lot of us stay in these toxic connections. We don't realize that consciously, but subconsciously, that's what it is. That's what it is. Because at some point in time, we have to realize that it's been this long and this person hasn't changed. We know it. Deep down inside, we know that person will never change or love us the way we love them. We know that. But we keep staying in hopes that they will do that. No, we stay because we want our fucking power back from those people. And sometimes we just got to cut the cord and cut our losses and leave. We have to chalk things up as losses. We really, I believe in the collective. I really do. I believe that people will... They'll learn the art of detachment because trust me, when you find your peace, what you tolerated before, and that's from anyone, you will no longer tolerate. You'll be shocked at yourself like, bitch, I can't believe you walked away from that. You never used to walk away from that. And you look at self and self will be like, shit, I'm walking away now. And you'll be proud of yourself in a way that you weren't before, because it's like you never thought that you could do that. But just like this, we never thought that we would leave nor get over that past person, that ex. We never thought that. And then look, we got over that. And then someone else new came along, more toxic, more fucked up. And we with this person, right? So you may be the type of person that's used to only getting over a person by getting with someone new. That's never going to help, because you're never going to learn your true self. You're never going to establish self-love, and you're never going to establish boundaries. Hello, right here. Pure witness right here. I've done it 1,000 times, a million, not 1,000 times, like 5 times, but I'm saying, kids came out of it. Well, 3 times, but anyways, children came out of it and everything. And, I was just like, Now that I'm sad, those people I thought I'd never get over, I'm over them. And now I can look back from, yeah, now I can look, now I can look behind from beyond the veil. I can look around this veil and realize, damn, love really does cloud your judgment at times, but in a way where the only reason why love would cloud our judgment is if we don't love ourselves enough to see through the veil. Because the dick ain't that good. The pussy ain't that good. I'm sorry. The love, the money, or not even the love, the money, the throw it in a circle, whatever it may be, the clout, whatever. It's not that good. It's not that good to lose yourself. So be careful. Like, collaborate with yourself, Spirit is saying. Learn who you are. The ins and outs of yourself, the ups and downs of yourself. Find out which part of you allowed for yourself to give up so much of yourself where you lost yourself or damn near lost yourself. Because Spirit wants us to address these things, collective. I don't know who I blocked on there, but whatever somebody was trying to, I probably actually, but I ain't got time for that. Anyways, what else does collective need to learn when being by themselves? What aspects do they need to look at? Oh, and by the way, in this deck, this is like 3 of Pentacles, but this is collaborating with self. We're talking about self here, on your own here. Okay? Passivity, I told you. This is, like I said, justifying somebody else's behavior towards you. Like, oh, maybe they were having a bad day. Fuck that! Pride. You're passive. Why? You may be the type of person where typically you get with a person that's very egotistical, an egomaniac. They're very prideful, or you're passive, but you're prideful. Bad combination. Bad combination, collective. And I'm not trying to jump down your throats or make anybody feel bad, child. You know, it is what it is. We've all been there, done that. But you're being called to look at these things as you are being, you're not forced into hermit mode, but this is for your betterment. This is for your betterment. It's not the worst thing in the world. Yeah, illusions here, and then action here. It's like because of pride. I got it. Okay. So reliance is here. I don't know if this is codependent, boldness, authority, anger and passion, decision, determination, and rationality. I got it. So you may be the type of person, collective, where you are Mr. Fix-It. You're Bob the Builder, you know, or used to be. Okay. Try to get all these cards on camera. You're Mr. Fix-It. You're Bob the Builder. You see a person that is broken, that is damaged, that lives a certain lifestyle. And because of your pride, you think, I can change that person. I got it in me. You love the wounded. You're Mrs. Animal Shelter. You're Mr. Animal Shelter. You know, you like to take in the strays. And that don't mean that these people are strays, bums, or anything like that. You like to take in people that are broken. You like to take on projects of people who are broken. And you know why? Because there's still a part of you that is broken yourself. And we don't know this consciously. I'm talking from experience, right? It's just like me being the person, justifying being the person everybody can come to, everybody can rely on, everybody can, you know, like I got their back. I'm the person you call when you want shit to go too far. I really am. Like, who want me? Who want it? Like, oh, they trying to fight? Like, I used to be that person. Like, oh, yeah, you need this? I'm going to do it. Like, if I see somebody, even if I don't like the person, if they're being unjustly done, I try to step in. I don't like injustice. But you know why I do that? I thought it was because it's not just that it's the right thing to do. It's because I didn't have that for me. See what I'm saying? We're always going to search out, seek out, and attract people what it is within ourselves that is not fixed nor addressed. And so I used to be the type of person where, like, Yeah, that person wounded. I can see they went through a lot of trauma, but if I stay long enough, if I love them the way that they should be loved, then they're definitely going to, we definitely going to end up in like fairy tale la la land. I'm going to have the whole fucking princess dress wedding and everything like that, only for them people to fucking them to destroy me. And this may be what your issue is, but this is because these are the things within yourself that you need to address. Spirit is calling for you to be on your own because you can't fix people. You can't fix people who don't want to fix themselves. But also you can't fix people if you yourself are not fixed, or you have not fixed yourself. So this is a redirection of energy here, where once you put all this energy into others, fixing them, being Captain Save-A-Ho, let's just call it what it is. We can have a laugh with that, collective. I'm not talking shit about you. We don't do that over here unless it's a karmic reading. Then we need to get on their ass. But anyways, like, redirect that energy into yourself. Learn what it is that you need to fix about yourself. Because then you're going to realize, collective, that you don't need to fix people. You can't fix people, right? You definitely vortex of change. You can't change anything but what is within yourself. And once you look into yourself, redirect that attention, all that energy towards yourself, you're going to realize why it is. This is something untapped, a trauma or wound or something that is untapped that you may not be aware of. But you're going to realize why it is that you have such this innate, you have this urge to always pick out the wounded and take in the strays and want to fix them. It's because someone didn't do that for you. It's because you need to do that for you. Okay? So we have unwavering faith, right? I feel like also with this unwavering faith, there are times where you have done for others what you didn't feel like you could do for yourself. I mean, hello, we've all been there, right? And I'm serious. Like, this is like, it's like loving somebody like unconditionally, but at the end of the day, we can't find it within ourselves to love ourselves the same way. That's something that needs to be addressed. Again, guilty, okay? Something that needs to be addressed, okay? So, what's the unwavering faith? Let's do soul's journey. Stand first, baby. Listen, Mercury retrograde, empathy at the bottom, and courage. We can have empathy for ourselves. I'm not talking about any type of pessimism here. I'm not. I feel like I need another deck for that part, but we'll see. We'll see. What's the unwavering faith here for the collective? Unwavering faith in yourself. Stand firm within yourself. Learn to tell people like, nah, this time I'm not going to put up with that. Like, I feel like we all have been there where we made excuses for the people and person that we love, that we're with, in order to justify or not make ourselves, because of that pride, to not make ourselves feel stupid. We've all done that. Like, nah, I'm not going to end up looking dumb, so I'm going to justify what this person does, especially if a person treats you badly in front of people who know that you have went out of your way for them, or this person like do shit behind your back, and and you make excuses for this person, or excuses why you taking them back. They've been through a lot. Well, what about you, collective? Haven't you been through a lot? Haven't you been through enough? Haven't you lost enough of yourself justifying other people's terrible and shitty behavior towards you and treatment of you? So you're being called to be alone for this reason. It's not because it's a punishment. It's because you need to have faith in yourself and stand firm in your own beliefs of yourself, okay? Your spirit guides are also here to guide you through times of uncertainty, right? Because, like me, I'm like, shit, I think I'm going to be a cat lady. But, at first it was kind of like, it was a little nerve-wracking, and it was kind of like, but now I'm like, shit, I don't give a fuck about being no cat lady. At least I ain't got to pay that cat way in nowhere, which I know I'm not going to be a cat lady, right? But your unwavering faith, denial is here, okay? Denial is here. You're a person that doesn't like to give up on others because of a pride thing. It's so funny because that is your strength and your drive, but that is also your weakness, collective. Let's talk about duality here for a second before I finish or continue here. Duality. Every strength is a weakness, and every weakness is just an untapped strength, okay? So where love would be my strength, it is also my weakness, okay? And I love so fucking profoundly, so hard. Like, I love hard and deep, like, man. Like I do. I really do. But that has been my downfall. Because I can love deep and to the point where a person shows me they are not worthy of that deep love. And then I'm supposed to disconnect. But I stayed, which established a toxic karmic tie. Okay? And in that, my love started being taken from me so much where I'm thinking I'm staying just for this person to love me. No, I'm realizing that I was staying because I needed my own energy back from that person. They were never going to give it to me. So where love is my strength, it is also my weakness. This is a part of duality as well. We are such complex beings that people underestimate the power of themselves, the power of having faith within yourself. It's so easy for us to love and count on and be loyal to and give all this shit to everybody else but ourselves. You know, that's the hardest thing. It's for us to, everything that we give another person, it's so hard for us to give that to ourselves. As hard as I loved another person, I realized, damn, why the fuck you don't love yourself? It ain't that I didn't love myself. It's that I didn't love myself enough or as much as I loved another person. And it was so difficult for me to find that self-love thing. Like, that shit was difficult, but like, I had to address that. That's the truth. And pride is here again. Denial of your pride. You may be thinking that you're not a prideful person, collective, when it comes to these relationships. I'm telling you, you're the type of person where, nah, I don't give up on my people. If I love you and you tell a person, oh, I'll never give up on you, that's man, don't ever tell people that. You setting yourself up for failure every time. Because now when we tell people that, we're giving them excuses to be shitty towards us, and even shittier. If they weren't, the moment that we tell people, I'll never give up on you, and I'm not talking about, bro, I'm talking about relationships where you know a motherfucker ain't shit, or where a person has shown you that you need to give up on them or just walk away, right? Because sometimes walking away from people is not giving up on them. It's actually an act of love, self-love, and love for that other person. The longer we stay with them, we enable them. The longer we stay with them, we disable ourselves. We are talking about being alone with yourself, like not looking at it in the worst way. For those of you that just tuned in, tapped in, y'all hit that like and subscribe button. Like, child, what? Every time I get on this table, these cards just want to fly out of my hands. And where it went, I don't even know where it went, bro. I don't even know where the freaking card went, collective. Y'all do. I see it. So, gratitude is in the reverse. It hit the floor. I don't know if I want to take it, collective. Relationships and gratitude in the reverse. I mean, is it self-explanatory or nah? We're going to take it and see. And then empathy. For people who we're in a relationship with that aren't even grateful for all that we give to them. And then we justify it. This is a pride thing, but this is also an illusion of passivity. Or this is passivity, but the illusion is you're making progress with the illusion and the action here. The illusion is that you're making progress. And it's because the pride, the ego, when we get hurt, it is automatic, y'all. I want you to hear me. When your heart gets hurt, That pride and ego is it automatically comes on as a defense mechanism, okay? We're not supposed to live in that. We're not supposed to, they're not supposed to be an all-time thing or you know, like, we're not supposed to allow it to go past like 30, 60, 90 days, because then the ego and pride thing goes on autopilot, and then it's driving us and we're not driving ourselves. And a lot of us just don't want to give up on people because we just don't like to say we a quitter. That's a pride thing. Baby, I will quit you in a second. I will quit you. And I used to be a person like, nah, I'm not going to. I didn't put in all this effort in this work just for it to not work out. Child, I will leave your raggedy ass. And that don't mean that they were all raggedy. I'm just saying I will leave you. When it looks like that I am going to lose any portion of myself with you, I am out, okay? I am out. And it's just as simple as that. Like, that's the best action I can give, act of self-love I can give to me, but that's the best love I can give to that person, by not staying and enabling them be out of pride just to say that I didn't give up on that person. Because tell me, if you're giving all of them that, what are they giving themselves? What are you allowing them to give themselves? Plain as put. Enjoy the journey, collective. We're going to use the badass tarot deck here. Y'all, I like this deck. It's off the chain, okay? This badass tarot deck. I like this deck. It's off the chain. 8 of Cups. Look. First card on the bottom. Walking away. 8 of Cups. Enjoy the journey of learning to walk the fuck away. And it's either you going to get to the point, collective, where even when you get into connections, like, it don't have to be relationship, but whatever connection it is, when it looks like that you're going to lose any piece of yourself, I promise you, you're going to be like, nah, I'm outie 5,000, bro. I'm outie. 5 of Cups here. Enjoy the journey or lose your, or stand to lose yourself again. That phone just keep on going on. Me no care. I don't care. You know call me. You know that's me. I don't care. People better be calling me being nice to me. 8 of Pentacles here. You're being called to work on yourself or lose yourself with the Hangman. Enjoy the journey, collective. Embrace each moment fully. Staying open to new experiments and lessons along the way. Also, let's get out of this thing. It's a difference between having standards, collective. Yeah, I said outie 5,000. Yo, that's hella old, bro. That's hella old. So, we can have standards and what type of person we want. But let's try to start getting away from, they got to look a certain way. They got to be a certain color. They got to be a certain skin tone. They got, you know, like, we're setting ourselves up for failure. Because if that's all you went for, if that's all that piques your interest or makes you, then child, you need to ask yourself something, because if those were the ones meant for you, you would be in a relationship, a healthy one with those. Hello, one right here. One right here. One right here. Guilty. You hear me? So standards are different from having unrealistic types. That whole type thing is bullshit. Let that shit go. Having a type is an ego and prideful thing. But having standards, it allows you to see the depths of people's soul, their personalities, their true natures, and what their true intentions are about you. Baby, because I got a type. I like them black, white, yellow, brown, red. You know what I mean? That's my type. I do not discriminate. I have dated Asian men, Filipino men, white men, you know. But if I say I had a type, my type would always be the bad boys, right? I don't want that shit. Every time I done ride, I done died. I don't want to be ride or die. I don't want to be Bonnie and Clyde. I want me a whole little nerd ass man that has a nice career. He don't have to be a nerd. I'm just saying. I'm gonna go for the opposite of what I used to go for, because baby, those have not yielded good results. I just ended up heartbroken and damn near losing myself. So get rid of having a type and start looking for the individual characteristics that meet your standards. So we can stop selling ourselves short in a relationship, because people be like, it's no single people out here. Yeah, it is. It's just not your type. Let go of that shit. And this also opens up the field. Yeah, I definitely see this. Like, where is it? Right here. Talking about opportunity for growth, having different connections and I was going to say and shit and stuff. Enjoy the journey. Embrace each moment fully. Staying open to new experiences and lessons along the way. How are we ever going to experience anything different from the shitty people we've ever dated or been in connection with or friends with, and we always just go by a standard type? Them types don't be having no personality. They be the same. There are definitely good single women and men out here. They're just being, you said talk nerdy to you. Look, they're just, some of them like us, collective, where they like, damn, everybody I done went for. We stuck, man, bro, it's all subconscious. It's all subconscious. We're stuck in this paradigm, or we have been. We no longer stuck. We're not even finna acknowledge that. We've been stuck in this paradigm and this illusion here that nobody is good for us. No, it's the type that we are choosing that is the same, and that type is not good for you. And I know people like, no, I want my man to be, 6'9", 6'7". I'm so sick of kids saying that. But I want them to look like this and be this skin color and have this type of hair and have this type of job. No, because none of those are personality traits. None of those are standards. You are describing an aesthetic. And you go for even if they look different, even if they're different races, different colors, you're going for the aesthetic. That is not a standard. That is a type. So you literally are you're putting out to the universe, you're looking for the same energy wrapped up in a different looking kind of person, different race, different job type, okay? Drive a different car, still the same energy. Let go of that type shit and start establishing standards. You're gonna find that a lot of people will find that you'll end up with somebody who wasn't your type. Why? But that person checks off all the boxes when it comes to loving you properly, making you feel seen, heard, helping you to love yourself, encouraging you, being fascinated with you, having a healthy relationship, communication, equal give and take, or 100%, you're going to find those things in a person that's not your type. The type is all subconscious. That's ego. That's pride. That shit is not real. Because a type is, if it's aesthetic, aesthetics change. Then a motherfucker be fine one day, and then the next thing you know, there'll be a bald ass nigga with a beer gun. You be like, ugh, what? And they'll be hella lazy and shit, but you thought that shit was cute because they were cute at one point in time. Cute dies. Young gets old. But standards, characteristics, traits, high personality values, they never go away. A person just is that person always. Enjoy the journey, collective. If you single out there, date, mingle. Like, and it's up to you what that means for you. Okay? That's up to you. Keep getting these motherfuckers that treat us the same way. Two of Pentacles. Look, spirits say juggle. And I'm not trying to be mean, y'all. Like, we need to address these type of things as adults. Not just, that's Two of Wands, child. I said Two of Pentacles, Two of Wands, choosing. Go on dates. Juggle. I don't care. Whatever you want to do. Just don't hurt nobody. And it's okay to be openly communicative with people like, I'm single, and I am looking for, I would like this in the future and stuff, but right now, I'm just dating and stuff, and so, it's not only you, I'm gonna open, but keep my options open, but like I'm gonna be respectful about it, and there's nothing wrong with that, especially if you're a woman and you're used to men making you an option. I ain't say nothing, collective. I didn't say nothing. Learn start doing these niggas like they do you. I'm just saying. And you don't have to be a whore to do that. You ain't got to bust it wide open with everyone you go on a date. And also, eliminate that. If a person trying to take you on a date, masculine or feminine, because masculines, let me talk to you real quick. Come here, let me talk to you real quick. Women like to take men out on dates just to smash too, okay? Wink, I'm just letting you know. Women is dog ass too. And players. I just want y'all to know that, okay? But if a person is all they want, and you know before you go on that damn date with that person, collective, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. We know before we go on these dates with these mother effers, all they want to do is smash. We know this. Stop playing. And we go on that date anyway because, oh my God, it's just my type, and it just made me feel some type of way because, you know, they said I was the most beautiful in the world, and they didn't want to talk to me. No, baby, they want to fuck. When they say they want to fuck. You know how the conversation is going, how the text, how the phone conversation, everything is going, that a person only want to take you out on a date. The fuck? Eliminate having to go on dates with people that want to smash. Unless collective, you just see, you know, you want to hit that too. You want to see what they do. We're being honest over here. It's the truth. It's the truth. You know? As long as we're grown adults and we are acknowledging what the consequences are that come after that, I can tell y'all what to do. But date. Date as much as you want to. Date don't mean fucking. Ten of Swords is in the reverse. Don't set yourself up for failure. Choose the person that is less likely to hurt or destroy you. But you're going to learn this only by dating. If you're used to always just hopping in a relationship, then being with that person long term, no. Don't be so quick to choose. I'm telling you, this will eliminate a lot of us being hurt. Because especially, let me also say this. For the people that come towards you, right? And they only also want to take you out on a date so they can hit, or they want to make you a sneaky link, or they want to be friends with benefits. If that's your cakewalk, if that's what you want to do right now. But for those of you that are trying to avoid that, right? Listen. The moment that you tell them you're not willing to fuck or anything like that, you're going to notice they switch up on you. Pay attention to the switch up because that's who they truly are. The moment that you won't tolerate or choose yourself, or you choose to, you know, move however it is you're moving, the moment that other person switch up on you, that's who they are. That's how you know their intentions weren't pure. This is also a reason why why those of us in the collective are being called to be on our own and just enjoy it. Hell, it's plenty of fish in the sea. I don't believe all that hype you see on social media. Those are mostly the idiots and the crazies, right? I'm the crazy, yeah. On social media that be talking all that shit. Because I get on social media all day and be like, shit, I want this nigga, that nigga. I like this dude. Like, damn, babe, what's your name? Like, hey, I'll be giving it to them. Not in that way. But I'm just saying. But bro, that's just shit I put on social media. I ain't like that in real life. Like, I don't give a fuck. A nigga be like, hey, how you? Nope. Nope. Because you started off with, hey, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. And I know when to do it. I know when to do it. No. But, you know, there are a couple I done gave a chance to, you know. But you know, like, I gave one dude my number, and it was just like, yeah, I'll try. He ain't my type, but I'll try it. I went for it, collective. I gave him a number, right? And you know, like, he's very, very business oriented and stuff like that. And he was like hella cool, and I see him, but we never really like hit it off and stuff, like, right? You know, so I just really felt like, and it had nothing to do with him not being my type. It was just his schedule is inconvenient with mine, right? And when we do talk, we talk about business stuff. You see what I'm saying? And that could be a partnership for me later on down the line. Somebody that's more business oriented and stuff. He on his grown man shit and stuff. So that could be a business partner for me. I know if I ever have any type of business questions, that's a person that I can call. But we just never hit it off to where we really went on a date or we slept together or anything like that, right? So, and this is what I mean. It's okay to open your options. This dude definitely was not my type, but he was very nice, very well-mannered, very respectful. See what I'm saying? I'm used to the niggas like, damn, babe, what's your motherfucking name, mom? Like, god damn, like, shit, like, ugh. Now I see them and I be like, scared? Hell no. I be out of there like, huh? Ma? Oh no. Oh no. I know this not gonna work, baby. I know this is not gonna work. Okay? I want somebody to call me darling, sweetheart, love. Nah, not that love shit, cause motherfucker do that too much. That LUV, like, no, collective, no. Enjoying the journey, collective, with the Two of Wands and the Ten of Swords in the reverse. Two of Wands, Ten of Swords in the reverse. Choose. Spirit is saying choose where you're less likely to be fucked up at. You might end up finding that you love it there. Like, why didn't I find you sooner? People don't always have to be a looker. And that don't mean you have to get anybody. You know, I don't like to say ugly. Let's say beautifully challenged, right? But beauty is only in the eye of the beholder, because a person can be a beautiful person on the inside and it makes them look a certain way on the outside, right? So I'm just saying, especially if you're one that's for the aesthetics and stuff, like, nah, but I can definitely see, you might find that people have really beautiful personalities. You know, they hella chill. You know, they good to vibe with and stuff. Like, y'all can really kick it. You know, y'all might get one in or something. I don't know, but I'm just saying, don't count out everyone. Because the people are out there. Whoever is meant for you, they're out there for you. They could be around the corner, and you just overlook that person because they're not your type. You are selling yourself short. We are selling ourselves short. Eight of Cups here, okay? I keep covering the dang on. Eight of Cups here. Choose to walk away from what no longer serves you. I'm telling you what I love. Three of Swords. You're just going to end up heartbroken. Spirit is saying be on your own, so you can ask yourself also, why is this type your type? Look back in your memory, your childhood, and anything, and see if you can find anyone, a close family member, if you're a feminine, any male figure in your life that seems to fit the bill or fit the description of your type. You're gonna find it real strange, bro. You're gonna find it real strange. Like, for women, this is not all of us, but you'll typically pick a man like your absent dad, or like your dad that was there, that one shit. Just like men pick women like their mothers, even if their mothers one shit, terrible mothers. It'd be it's a type. It would be like an aesthetic, or it'd be like toxic characteristics and personality traits. And a lot of people gonna get weirded out that they're only just picking their parents. I said what I said, and Spirit says that is the Ace of Swords truth here. With the Page of Cups. Being enthusiastic about heartbreak. Being determined to get your heart broken. This is what this leads to. Enjoy the journey. Open up your options. Okay? Open up your options. And it is okay to date multiple people. However you would like to do it. However you and the other person or people agree to have things go. Just learn to be honest. This could also be another thing that you're being called to do. Maybe you're the type of person who don't say, I'm dating multiple people, I want to see multiple people, I want to keep my options open. But maybe you're being called to be by yourself, so you can date, you can keep your options open, but learning how to tell people, like, I'm not trying to be too serious, I'm keeping my options open. And that's just the truth. I'm keeping my fucking options open, bro. So, like, behind the veil, since the veil is here, we're going to use the Moonology, because the veil can be considered moon energy as well. Things hidden that need to be seen. Also, I'm getting like the, y'all know when the moon is like, you can see it, but it's translucent. You can see through it. This is also what I'm getting. Like, you know, it's the hidden tendencies. You know, there's the moon right there, but you can see through it. But we know that the moon represents divine feminine energy, emotions, sometimes sexuality as well. And sometimes it could just represent things hidden in plain sight as well. Like, we see the moon, we know what the moon represents, but we can see through it as well. And it's what we choose to allow ourselves to be blind to. So moon energy with this behind the veil. So let me show y'all the cards for those of you that just came in. As you come in, make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button. You know, I've been gone for 4 days, collective. I don't know, like, I would never do this on the job. Like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. But I'm a workaholic, bro. I like full moon in Leo. Behind the veil. Welcome uncertainty as as an opportunity for growth, and be okay with not knowing. Moon energy. Not knowing. but also having faith within yourself, that because you know what the outcome is going to be if we keep choosing the same people, our type, right? That's always been our type. We know what the outcome is going to be, right? But a lot of times we won't choose people who are good people because they're not our type. But it's because we don't know what they come with. And those used to be some of the best people to ever know. Full moon is in Leo here. So confidence is your ally. Show the world your true essence. And also, these past people, these types, they stifle your creativity. They stifle who you are as a person. I'm not taking any of these in the reverse here. We have new moon in Capricorn. Harness your discipline and resilience to overcome obstacles on your path. You, Spirit saying you're big. We can be our biggest obstacles, but collective, you're your biggest obstacle because you keep choosing a type. A type that's wounded, a type that look good, that's wounded, the one that you want to save, the one that you can change. And you know, we just don't give up on them and stuff like that. But you already, with this behind the veil, you putting a veil over your own eye because you know how it's going to end up. Especially if people show you early on who they are. We don't miss it. We just choose to ignore it here. Because again, she has a veil over her eye. But see how she can still see through the veil, collective? That's what we do to ourselves. Be like, I didn't see that person being like that. Yes, the fuck we did. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Stop lying to yourself. Yes, we did. We saw that person was like that. We chose to ignore it because, you know, that's just our type. They just look so good. They just got that appeal. You know, they just do it for us. Nah, it's going to be the same case scenario every time. And this is the reason why Spirit is kind of like just pushing you to be on your own for right now. And enjoy the different people, the different types. Explore your standards instead of personality. Bro, they just like hitting the floor. They just like hitting the floor, collective. I don't know. You better hit the flow. Hit the flow. Here we is, boy. Okay, I like Pastor Troy. What is it? I'm a gangster on the inside, dudes. New moon here. We got a lot of new moon energy. I think the new moon is December the 27th, if I'm not mistaken. First quarter moon was when's the new moon? December 19th is the new moon. A day after my birthday. Okay, so we have a lot of new moon energy here. You could be a Leo. Somebody could also be a Virgo. The 29th of what? September. Virgo, Libra. Capricorn here as well. But new moon says, embrace the beauty of beginnings. In the quiet darkness, find the strength to plant seeds of hope, love, and transformation. This is also that finding the hidden depths of yourself. Seeing why you always ignore the red flags that are right in front of you and then pretend like you don't see them because your type is toxic for you. That's why. And not toxic for you in a good way. Toxic like it's bad for your health. It's raining so bad out there and it's supposed to freeze. We have full moon in Gemini here. Express yourself authentically. Share your ideas and let your brilliance shine in all its glory. See, I feel like your type always dims your shine, your light. And again, this be the type like, you know, get with somebody like, oh, you so fine, you look so good. And then I get with that person and they be like, bitch, why niggas always looking at you in your fucking face? I'm finna beat your ass. I'm finna make you look like shit. Cause niggas is always in your face. You just think you the shit. Like, no, that's why you got with me, right? This is that type of energy, right? So I'm never going for nobody that just think that, you know, I look good. No, What else is there? That's it. Red flag. Red flag. And I know people are going to go off of looks. Don't get me wrong, collective. But you know, You know what your type is. You know how you choose them. You know the outcome. You know what it looks like. You know the red flags when you first see them, because they show them red flags early on, especially the ones that are our type. That's what I'm talking about. It's plenty of good single people out here. Don't get it twisted. Social media be having people heads so gone like ain't no good people. Everybody thoughts and hoes and players and down low and stuff. That's not true. That's the shit you see on social media. The world has 9 billion plus people in it. You mean to tell me you the only good single person? Get out of here, collective. Where you looking, you need to stop looking in them places. If you find your last few exes, masculine or feminine, in the club, don't find no more in there. And they were working at a Popeye's chicken or McDonald's, don't go there no more. Okay? Learn to become a vegan. Okay? If they were a DJ before, they be in every club scene or however they the bottle popper, don't do that no more. Don't go for them. Those are type. And you'll find that your type, they really don't be having no fucking substance to them. Like, damn, you look good, but you dumb as a motherfucking box of air, bro. I'm serious. I'm serious. Like, you always been this stupid. And then when you get with these people that are your type and you realize they don't have no substance, they start to become ugly to you. You ever been with somebody and you just start like, you just, ugh. Now I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you. You've been this damn stupid all this time. You've been this hateful all the time, this spiteful all the time. So you mean to tell me you just look good? Because that shit is wearing off. Whatever it is that you put on in the beginning, I'm gonna need you to go put that back on. Put that costume back on. Nah, because the mask falls away, especially with them types. New moon in Sagittarius. Stay focused on your goals and let your passion drive you forward. Also, being single and mingling. Find people that help you to explore your passions, that help bring out the best in you. Connections don't always have to mean sexual relationships or relationships that are they don't have to always mean relationships or throw it in a circle shit. It don't have to always be that. Get away from that too if that's your mentality. Like when you connect with somebody, you always trying to get in a relationship. I tell a motherfucker real quick, I'm not trying to be in no relationship. So, I mean, I want one, but that ain't what I'm trying to do right here. So, you know, what we doing? Oh, you're not. We can't add to each other? Because I know I got shit to add. Don't ever ask me, what do I bring to the table? Nothing. I bring dust to the table because that's what you're going to be eating. I'm just saying. Give me one more with this behind the veil energy. Full moon in Capricorn. So we have a lot of new and full moon energy out here. New, and then full moon 3 times. So full moon in Capricorn, do not back down. Stay committed to your vision and the universe will align to support you. And I feel like this is aligning you with people that support you, but it ain't going to be your type. Get over it. Get that. Somebody needs to hear that. It's not going to be your type because your type is fucked up. Okay? My type fucked up. I don't want them bad boys no more. Nope. Because this is the last time you going to have me riding around in a stolen vehicle. Look, I'm just silly. I was just silly as hell. The vortex of change. We're going to use my cute little yokai. Y'all got the cutest little anime cards, bro. I'm an anime fan, by the way. You know, my type might be somebody that like anime. Like, I ain't met nobody like that yet. I like anime. So, what we doing here? Yes. Like, I will watch Avatar: The Last Airbender 5,000 times every season. Like, hey, no, he wasn't ready. I'll watch the hell out of me. So fucking, look, I like anime. I grew up watching and drawing Sailor Moon. So, yeah. Yeah. A lot of people don't know that about me. Even like people, exes that I was with, they don't, only one ex knew that I like anime. That's because we used to watch Dragon Ball Z together. But he was a fucking weirdo. Like, want to be a player ass nigga out here. Like, get your motherfucking before I motherfucking. I'm just saying, collective. A lot of people don't know I like anime though. A lot of people don't know I can draw. That's what happens when you get with your type. They don't bring out the best in you. You know, I mean, they not the best in you. Vortex of change. Engage with the vortex of change, where energy swirl in transformative dances, molding anew. These are the cutest little yokai cards. They're so cute, collective. They're so cute. A lot of people find that I'm a whole fucking goofy ass nerd over here. But the people that I thought knew me, that were my friends, they know that like I'm a comedian, I'm sarcastic, but they don't know certain parts of me. And now that I sit back and I'm separated from those people, I don't deal with them anymore. I'll be like, you know, those people really didn't even know anything about you. They seen like the karmic, low vibrational side of you. They seen the sarcastic side of you. That's the true nature of you. Even the low vibrational part, that was a part of me, right? But why these people never seen the best parts of you? Because they weren't really my crowd. They weren't my soul tribe. They weren't my people. They were just karmics that I needed to learn lessons from, right? Vortex of change. Look, learning to dance with the different energies. And guess what? The end result is, collective, a Two of Cups. The Lovers. Look how cute that artwork is, collective. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Aw, the Lovers. See, it's not there. Hope is not lost. For those of you that feel that way, hope is not lost. I ain't gonna be no cat lady, bruh. Like, and if I'm a cat lady, I'm gonna have a hell of fun, because I'm gonna date me a whole bunch of different people. Just be like, yeah, you know, have me a couple of little 6-month little flings and shit, whatever the case may. As long as I'm doing it safe, we're grown, collective. We're grown. Let's stop acting all fucking goody two shoes and hoity toity and shit, because it's unrealistic. We need other human interaction. I'm just not going for my type. Like, I got a leather jacket, bro. Yeah, I'm gone. You got a leather jacket? Nope. What else? We have the 8 of Wands and the Queen of Coins. So fast action movement. This is going to go fast. Once you learn yourself, once you address in yourself what needs to be addressed when it comes to you being in partnerships and connections with the wrong people, then you're going to have a love situation coming in, collective. And it's going to be a fruitful and abundant one. It's going to come towards you. It's going to hit you like a ton of bricks. And I feel like it's going to be with somebody that you didn't consider at first. Just open and expand your mind. Just try it. That's all I can say. Just try it. Shit, the niggas that usually my type, like they take me out on dates, but they or used to or whatever during that time. But it's just like they weren't consistent with it. They do all the things that needed to be done in the beginning, but they weren't consistent with it. The moment that I seen that if they weren't consistent, should have been the moment I walked away. 9 of Wands. This new connection is going to help you finish overcoming whatever it is that you've had to heal from or that you have had to do on your own. This person is not going to allow for you to do it alone, whether you're a masculine or a feminine. And as a masculine, it's okay to let somebody else take the wheel sometimes, especially if you're dealing with like a woman or whatever. It's okay to... It's okay to not be in control. It's okay to not always be Mr. Machismo type of shit, you know. It's okay. And also, if you are a masculine that I'm talking to, Spirit is also saying, if you're getting into a connection with a Queen of Pentacles, Don't let this person's status, their money, their financial stability hinder you. You may be the type of person that shies away from independent type of women that have all their shit together and stuff because maybe you don't have the type of job they have or you don't make as much as they do. Don't cheat yourself. Because that woman could elevate you, but not in a way where, nigga, I did this and that for you. Like, let that go. If you are masculine, I'm talking specifically to masculine energies that have felt like that have felt like, it ain't even emasculated. It's more so feeling like you're not good enough. You are fucking good enough. This is why God will give you a Queen of Pentacles. Even if you aren't a King of Pentacles, you could be like a Knight of Pentacles, right? This woman, it's like God to give you a woman like this to elevate you to an Emperor, a King of Pentacles. See what I'm saying? And it's not no show off shit or to make you feel any type of way. Don't sell yourself short here. Because whatever this is that's coming in is coming in fast. Or it's going to go fast. Maybe you're a person that falls really hard in love, like really quick. And that's okay. But just use your discernment. The Nine of Wands is indicating remembering that when you fail fast, remember what it was that you ignored and make sure that any connection you come into, you look for those things, right? So you're not always stuck in this energy of overcoming, having to heal, wounded warrior, just wounded. Also, don't carry your wounds over into the next relationship. This is another reason why you're being called to be by yourself. People underestimate the power of that. Like, I've been having hella fun, bro, by myself single. I really have. I had one motherfucker trying to tell me like, nah, you just bringing your trauma from past relationships up over here. Nah, bitch, you a red flag and you fucking playing with me. Blocked. Ten of Cups. See, look at all this beautiful energy. You see what I'm saying, collective? This gonna move fast into something that you want, something that you deserve. The relationship, family, whatever that you've always wanted. Whether you're a masculine or a feminine, it is coming. The moment that you learn these lessons about yourself by being on your own, just mingling and stuff like that, it's coming. Judgment is here. And that's a true judgment. It's like, it's worth it. It's worth it. With the Eight of Slugs, and you're going to be Eight of Slugs. Eight of Slugs. Listen, collective, get on my energy. I don't know who talking gunplay and stuff, tapping gun shields on windows, but I heard Eight of Slugs. That just came out of my mouth, bro. Eight of Slugs. Somebody, Spirit say, you going to be crazy about this person. This person going to be crazy about, not in the worst way. This Eight of Swords does not indicate that. With the Judgment, you're going to be stuck on this person like glue, okay? When it comes to your Ten of Cups, the Lovers, Eight of Wands here, Queen of Pentacles, you could be masculine or feminine. You're going to be stuck on that person. They're going to be stuck on you. Y'all may be very clingy to each other and stuff in a way where maybe you were the clingy one and people weren't clingy back to you. Or maybe they were clingy and you were just like, ugh, Heisman. But look, you guys are going to be stuck on each other and it's going to happen really fast, like quickly, right? But this is something that you need to learn first before this occurs. Collective, I love this energy for y'all. Like, we had us a couple little laughs and stuff. I'm really glad that I could give y'all out this message. And of course, as always, we will be back on the next one. I'll see you guys on the next one. I hope this helped you wherever you are on your journey. And remember to define yourself. Don't let your past define you. Okay? Past lovers, past ex. Don't be pessimistic like, oh, I always choose the wrong person. I'm so stupid. Because I'm not making fun of nobody, but we do that to ourselves. Okay, collective? So just remember, Spirit is saying communication too. Communication. That's significant for you, collective. The way you communicate or the way you allow people to communicate with you. or it could be lack thereof. I know I'm the person that gets silent type of shit. So, but that's because I used to not be silent, and I get like, man, bro, I can get real foul at the mouth. I'm telling you, if I was somebody else, I'd knock me dead in my shit. I'll knock all my teeth out my mouth. That's how terrible my mouth is when I get pissed off. So I have been learning to just like, when I get upset and I don't like something and I observe it, I don't say anything right away, which is a downfall, something I need to address within myself. But I don't say anything because I be worried about what I might say. Because sometimes it just open and you know, this is probably in la la land somewhere or pissed off land. And then this thing, I don't know what it be doing sometimes. I don't know what it be doing. So I just get quiet, right? And that's because I want to choose my words properly and express myself in a manner where even if the person doesn't take it the way I hope for, I still express myself, but in a way that was graceful and beautiful. Just like I did with this past family gathering, right? And so I just said, you know, instead of me going off, cussing people off and being the hothead that I am, I just simply said, you know, I'm not doing this anymore. It's too stressful. I'm tired of doing this every year. It's not fair to me, and I'm not doing it anymore. So we will not be planning any more family events, and I mean that. And if anybody asks me, I will block them. I will. But it was a way because usually it'd be like, bitch, oh, motherfucker, baby, shit be flying everywhere. Heads will be rolling. All kind of guns will be pulled. Knives, like, bro. And I definitely do not want to behave in that manner. So it's so thuggish, ruggish bone of me. And it is the first of the month. I'm so childish. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. This is what happened when you're a girl and you grow up around uncles who be putting you in a boxing ring with boys and stuff like. But nonetheless, you know, I'm a little softy up over here. I'm a whole little fragile ass thug. You know, it's so funny. Anyways, collective, I hope they help you wherever you are on your journey. And if you are new, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. We coming back for more because, you know, as the day dies down, or we don't like to say that, as the day goes on further and time gets a little later in the day, y'all, we're going to do some karmic messages because I'm so messy. Y'all know we got to get into the karmic messages because I'm gonna let somebody have it. Nah, we'll see what comes up. But I'm going to see you guys on the next one, collective. I love y'all. Thanks for all the support. And again, if you'd like to donate, the donation is in the description box below the live video. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.